Articulation Radio. Articulation. Salutations! Welcome to another exciting episode of Articulation Radio. I am your hostess, the eternally grateful Goddess Sage. You know how we do things here at Articulation Radio. We will kick off the top of the day's episode by taking a quick glance at the news headlines. And today's news segment is sponsored by bepublished.org.
These are three of the news headlines and events I saw today, Wednesday, January 13th, 2021, when visiting EliteValuesNews.com. Authors are angry at Amazon for sending old books from their stock instead of new updated books ordered and paid for. The Palmer Legacy has made a call for donations toward their 2021 Career and Education Scholarship Program. Call 312-899-6237 for more donation information. And today is Make Your Dreams Come True Day. On today and every single day of the year, do your best to make sure that the dreams you have, especially those you've been holding on to for so long, that you are actively making steps to make them come true. Take action. Do something today that will help you achieve your dream today and every day. And as always, there's so much happening in this world of ours, and the staff at Elite Values News makes it a point to keep you abreast of as much as possible. So check us out every hour on the hour. I am Joaquin Mann, reporting live.
Looking to get the latest news? Visit Elite Values. EliteValuesNews.com has all the latest news and information. Check out the headlines daily. EliteValuesNews.com for all of your latest news.
Do you want to be published? Are you looking for a high-quality, low-cost way to be published with a fast turnaround? Visit bepublished.org to publish today. www.bepublished.org. bepublished.org. Publish today. Books, movies, and music.
Listeners, we love you. We hear you. And I am definitely happy to be here with you again today on this episode of Articulation Radio, where you will not only hear wonderful music from independent artists from around the world, you will also get the chance to hear me talk to a move maker, a doer, and I'm not going to tell you with whom I'll be speaking or about what we'll be discussing, but stay tuned. ARTistReview.com. All artists need a platform. The Artist Review makes sure you have the one you need to put your work in front of your fans. ARTistReview.com. Artist, REVUE.com. PeopleWarmer.com. Book your travel today. PeopleWarmer.com for wherever you want to stay. PeopleWarmer.com, wherever you want to play.
You have a product? Let them help you increase sales. You have a video? Let them help you make it go viral. PeopleWarmers.com. PeopleWarmers.com.
Today's episode of Articulation Radio, which is titled Nurturing Your Success, was kicked off with a song by yours truly, Goddess Sage. That was my rendition of Dr. Feelgood, that love is a serious business. And after that, you heard Somewhere in My Dreams by Rachel Ann Cox. Now, before I play for you, I Used to Treat You Right by Mad Modishi featuring Dayon. I want to first talk to you a little bit about not only things you can do to nurture your success, but right after that, we're going to bring on an interview with a nurse, Miss Georwana Jefferson, Nurse Georwana Jefferson, an RN out in Alabama. She works at a hospital there in Alabama. She, on last year, graduated college and, of course, passed her NCLEX and went ahead and got started. She actually works as a labor and delivery nurse, I believe. But yes, people, stay tuned for that interview, and we're going to learn about how she not only overcame or is even still now overcoming challenges of nursing, as well as, discrimination and specialized health care. So we will definitely get those tips for you. And let me give you some tips as well, for those of you who are looking to nurture your success, to be sure to, and by nurturing your success, as we know, anything we nurture, we take care of. And of course, sometimes some people are so busy chasing the success to where, and I'll admit, some of us become addicted to success, to where we achieve something and then it's like, yay, I've knocked that out. So now let me do this and now let me go for that. But sometimes you have to nurture your success. Not only, of course, we already know in order to achieve success, you have to make sure to nurture your path and to take care of everything that needs to be taken care of to even achieve it. But once you achieve that success, go ahead and take the time to nurture each individual success. Take the time to celebrate each individual thing, to make sure that not only have you checked it off and you are like, yay, I'm thankful, I'm glad that it has happened, but whatever, all the different things that can possibly be done with that thing, make it a point to do that. Whether it means to, after you've celebrated the fact that you've done it, maybe normally you don't tell other people that, hey, you've achieved this. Go ahead and start telling people. If it's to where you've celebrated, hey, I finally have this business, this product out, or whatever it is, go ahead and why not promote it? Advertise it. Even if all you have is $100 a month to spend, do you know that you can actually get radio advertising spots and various other things to where you have options? I'm telling you. But the whole thing is that I want you to be sure to take the time to celebrate, as well as to not be, I would say, too caught up in the pursuit of success to where you don't take the time to experience the success once you have it. Nurture it, wallow in it. And then, of course, yes, continue doing your other things. And you can even be doing your other things while you're still nurturing the success of the completed project. And imagine how much more invigorated you would be, instead of you're still starting from scratch, you'll be starting from still riding that wind and that energy of the previous success, so it'll work. But for those of you who are like, hey, I'm still just trying to get to the success, then you already know. Do every single thing that needs to be done. Don't allow yourself to give excuses. It should not be a single day that passes that you are not doing something that actively will get you closer to the goal that you have. And so if you do find that you keep procrastinating and putting things off, maybe you just need to accept that you don't want to do that. Because as you know, everything you want to do, you do anyway. Even stuff that you hate doing, you still decide you want to do it for whatever reason, and you do it. So why not, if you really want to achieve your goal, make that to where no matter what, you still can come up with some reason to where every day you can work toward it. Okay. So baby, nurture whatever you need to nurture to obtain that success. But once you obtain it, do go ahead and nurture your success. Wallow in it, baby. Make sure that it is optimized, that you really squeeze every bit out of it. And as some people would say, don't leave money on the table. And and I guess that's the way I'll leave it for you. So we're going to keep this show rolling for you. Go ahead and roll that cut and bring on that interview with Nurse Georwana Jefferson. Hang tight. Phone lines are open right now at Articulation Radio. Call 312-899-6237. That's 312-899-6237.
You are listening to Articulation Radio. Head on over to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts.
Would you like a motivational speaker to come to your company or organization to speak to your group? Visit lifespurposeministries.com. That's lifespurposeministries.com.
Run from me now. Oh, I used to treat made you homely, made you great coffee, hid you from the cops. I used to make you calm, kissing and massage you. It's days like these that make me wanna go and try things, busting up the seat. Now I just wanna go and rock things. Made a lot of greed, now I just wanna go shopping. I used to treat you right, yeah. I used to be your life, your life. Tell me what did you run from? Tell me why did you run from me now? Oh, raindrops fall, sun goes by, whole new day, trying to get by. Seeing you cry just made my day now. Trying new ways now, going all gray now. Used to be around you, but it's a whole new place now. Used to go alone, but it's a whole new train now. Oh, am I gone? And it's a whole new race, yeah. But I won't ever go lay down. I used to treat you right, yeah. I used to be your life, your life. Tell me what did you run from? Tell me why did you run from me now? Oh, I used to treat you right, yeah. I used to be your life, your life. Tell me what did you run from? Tell me why did you run from me now? Oh.
Do you frequently shop online and you're looking for a new place to shop? Join the club, JeffersonTaylor.club, where models, designers, inventors, and other creators offer customers the best products at fair prices. Jefferson Taylor, JeffersonTaylor.club. Join the club. Shop today, JeffersonTaylor.club.
Articulation Radio is extremely honored to have on the line with us today one of our essential workers, one of the premier new black nurses here in America. We have on the line with us my heart, the one. I call her my beautiful one. We have Miss Georwana Jefferson here on the line with us today. And how's everything going in Alabama?
Everything is going good today. There's no sun out, but that does not mean that the day is not bright.
Exactly. And now tell us, please, about some of why you first got interested in nursing, and what is it that I would say was what you did to help you stay focused and to stay your nursing course?
Well, I've always kind of thought I wanted to do something in the medical field. I never really knew what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to be a vet. I thought I wanted to be a pediatrician. Like, I thought I wanted to be, I know that I wanted to, like, be a prescriber. I even thought about being, like, a dentist or something. Like, I just knew I wanted to work in the medical field. And so then my mom, she just made the comment to me once, like, we were getting closer to getting ready to start preparing for college. She mentioned to me, she was like, what are you going to get your degree in? Because she was like, you might want a degree where you can at least work after you get out of school and finish your bachelor's. And I was like, yeah. She was like, have you ever thought about being a nurse? And I was like, not really, but at the time, I've never really been too much inside of the hospital. I've only been inside clinics, so it didn't seem like nurses did much. So I just was like, no, I never thought about that. I always wanted to be the one, like, just kind of come in and examine and call all the shots. But I didn't know that in the hospital, in reality, that's what the nurses do. Like, it's not like in the clinic. So then once I got into school, like nursing is kind of a pretty straightforward path. You get in on a pre-nursing course when you get there. So yes, you're a declared like nursing student, but you're not really a nursing student. You're not in nursing school. But you have a pre-nursing course. They tell you all the courses you take. You just kind of take them and, you know, try to make sure you pass them, keep your GPA up. I already had early acceptance going into my freshman year at South. I was already accepted into the program. So I just had to keep my GPA above a 3.2, and I was guaranteed a seat no matter what semester I signed up for. And so after you finish all your courses, like around March of the spring semester before, that's when you can apply to the fall semester. And so I already knew I had a seat, but it was just a matter of still waiting, getting an acceptance letter, then having to do like all the stuff you do, like have to do to get into school. Because then, well, nursing school, like then, you know, you have to do like titers and stuff, a lot of medical stuff, since you will be around sick people.
And I know a lot of people mention that, you know, their biggest headache or the biggest stress for them for nursing school was taking that examination, the NCLEX, I believe is the name. How did you prepare for it, or what tips would you give to current nursing students or even those who are looking at taking that NCLEX for the umpteenth time? What tips would you give people, first-timers, as well as those who've seen it already?
Well, the NCLEX is definitely a big deal, because unlike a lot of other majors, nursing doesn't have a graduation exam. Like some nursing schools might take a form of a graduation exam, but a lot of them don't. So the NCLEX, like basically, you can have a degree in nursing, but that degree isn't worth much because you haven't passed your NCLEX, you know. So, because your NCLEX is what gives you your NCLEX is what makes you a registered nurse. Like as soon as I graduated, I had my Bachelor of Science, you know, in nursing, but I wasn't a registered nurse until after I passed that exam.
Oh, so I guess that'll be the difference between the LPN or LVN versus the RN? The licensed vocational nurse or licensed practical nurse versus the registered nurse?
I can't say. I honestly wouldn't be able to. I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
No biggie. And now, and my next question for you is for anyone who, say, for instance, there's someone who's like, hey, you know, I am a physician's assistant right now, and I'm interested in going over or, you know, helping someone in, I would say, the emergency room department or the labor and delivery department. As a registered nurse, as a new nurse, have you already had the opportunity to do a little bit more than general surgery and basic health care? Have you been able to work in those those specialized environments in addition to doing med surg?
Well, yes. Actually, I actually work on a labor and delivery unit, so I work on a specialty unit. And it is so different compared to, I've been in school, I don't have any med surg experience. So like the only med surg experience I have is from school. So labor and delivery compared to med surg is like a completely different world. It's like even the way you kind of deal with your patients, and in med surg it's like a lot of timing, and they're always like, you know, being mindful, like I gotta give all these meds at this, and this time. With labor and delivery, it's more of like watching and caring and literally being like, it's not the same. It's a different kind of busy. Because my friends, I have friends that work in med surg, and when they do tell me about like what they have to do, it's like it is a lot different. They have more skills to do.
Yeah.
So it does make a.
a difference with specialty. They each really are their own thing. So what would you say to someone who's trying to figure out, like, what direction to go in? If they're like, okay, I already know I want to be in the medical environment. I know that I want to have that heavy patient care, but I don't really know yet what specialty area I want to work in. What tips would you give them to kind of help them figure it out, or even let them know what steps you took to figure out what direction was best for you?
I guess, like, it's all about finding something that you're passionate about. Like, for me, I was always passionate about labor and delivery. Like, as soon as I had decided on being a nurse, I knew I was like, okay, I want to deliver babies. Definitely when I found out, like, it was like all the stuff that nurses do, so then I was like, I want to deliver babies. So once you figure out something that you really want to do, you just have to do it, no matter how much, like, people will try to tell you, you know, like, okay, it's a specialty, you know, you have to be careful about, like, wanting to specialize, because some people, they think that you have to have med-surg experience before you specialize, but in reality, it's so different. You have to relearn everything that you already learned.
What has been the biggest challenge for you, or even, if even not even the greatest challenge for you, the surprise lesson that you've learned?
Surprise lesson. I learn something new every day. Like, going to work, I learn how to care for each patient in a different way every day. Just because no two patients are the same, nothing that they are going through is the same, so you can't treat them like the way they treat them in the book. Like, some stuff just don't work for certain people, and you have to come with a different approach. And it's all about understanding your patient and being able to adapt to those, what they need for you.
And let's talk about, I would say, the elephant in the room. Because, of course, a number of nurses of African descent mention that there is a stark difference, even here in 2021, in the way that they're treated. Have you seen racism in the workplace? And if so, what methods have you found to be able to best handle it?
Racism, and maybe I wouldn't say in the workplace, not in my workplace. We have a mixed environment, but it is, I can't explain it. Like, it hasn't been a race thing at all for me there. If anything, the place that I felt the more race was in school. Like, I went to a predominantly white institution, and you can tell when people don't think that you're as smart as them based on the color of your skin. Or they don't think that you even, you know, like, some opportunities, you know, they don't think that you're doing as well as them just because of the color of your skin.
Right. And what would you say to, you know, if there are any little girls and little boys out there listening, you know, who are not really sure what it is they want to be when they become an adult, what would you say to them to kind of pique their interest in healthcare?
I would tell them that if you enjoy getting to know other people and enjoy getting to, because taking care of people means taking care of them in different ways. It's not necessarily just all about the physical that you have to do. Sometimes that's like a very emotional thing. You know, you have to be there for them. And some people, you enjoy making connections with people and connecting with people. Healthcare does it. Like, you get a chance to meet so many different people, talk to different people, and sometimes you're there. You get closer to these people sometimes than their own family. So it's like, you know.
Yeah, and that's a noble calling. That is a noble calling. People, definitely follow your heart, follow your spirits, and if you know for a fact that you do love caring for people and you're kind of on the fence, like, what should I do? What should I do? Go ahead. Step on out there. Go ahead and venture into healthcare and definitely look at nursing. That will give you the front line opportunity to go ahead and make a difference, not only in a person's life and in a way that can even impact their longevity. It also gives you a chance to be able to kind of fill that void whenever that person doesn't have that family system in place that others have. At least they know that they have someone who's going to come in and not only give them the care, but truly give them the love that they need and are missing as well. And now, Ms. Georwanna, this is my very last question to you. What is there that you have not yet had an opportunity to say to the listeners of Articulation Radio that you would like to be sure to express to them right now?
I guess I would just say thank you for listening to me. If I've inspired some young nurses, male and female, just because I enjoy what I do. I'm glad I get a chance to wake up and go to work. And it's like, of course you don't want to get up, because who really wants to go to work when you got to get up? But at least I get a chance to say, like, well, at least I'm doing something I enjoy.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it.
And what tips would you, for those who are trying to, because of COVID and the vaccine, what information would you like to share with them about that?
Wear your mask, wash your hands. We have to do better. We're not going to get normal just being regular, like just doing whatever. Just wear the mask, wash your hands. Think about you might not be affected, but you never know who you could give it to that could be affected, and you don't want that.
So true, so true. People, be vigilant. Do what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And yeah, she's right. Make sure that if nothing else, that we're looking out for other people. Okay, people, we're going to keep this show rolling for you, Miss Georwana Jefferson. Thank you so much, Nurse Jefferson, for coming on to our show. You are welcome back here at any time you would like, and any information, even if at any time there's any tips that you would like to give them, even on lifestyle, anything, do know that you have a platform here at Articulation Radio, and we hope to have you back soon.
Thank you.
All right, listeners, we're going to keep the show rolling for you.
If you're looking for ghost writers, grant writers, technical writers, any kind of writers, go to the Writers Consortium. Their website is maryjefferson.us, MaryJefferson.us, the Writers Consortium, for all of your writing needs, proposals, grants, academic papers, whatever it is you dream of, ghostwriting. The Writers Consortium can help you achieve your goals.
This shit make you wanna holler. Can't be a goddamn follower. Undivided love, brother, follow ya. Just real loyalty, honor, son. Don't make the game come and murder ya. What is my money making manager? I need re-up like I'm gripping her. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Pour me some more in my double cup. Taking a condom, no eat it up. 50 from back, gotta bustin' up. I know they loving my downfall. Remember when standing up high tall. Say I'm the baddest snap underdog. Pick up a hole with you underdog. I crooked letter, I. Twice I back, I. Any nigga playing with me, you can fucking die. Never try your luck without those wings, you can't fly. Stop getting high off your own supply. Look me in the eyes, tell the truth, who's the lie? Only vouch for a nigga real to the sky. Why they sell out they kind? Why?
The hard life is hard to survive. Haters don't wanna see you alive. Stuck in reality, no longer dreaming. Trying to get them in, hit them suckers scheming. Most think I'm here to just entertain. My rep is what I'm trying to maintain, but most of my homies in jealous lane. From trying to ride life in the fast lane, and I lost a couple overthinking plain. If you're from the streets, I feel your pain. It's too much to bear. Man, I'm going insane. Feel like my life is going down the drain. Money and power is what I want to gain. There's no sunshine, it's always gonna rain. So I picked up the bat and stepped to the plate. Gotta push away all the cries and hate. It hurts to be in this mind state. Bullets flying, fake homies lying. Can't trust your girl cause she crooked too. Hard to believe this life's true. There's no way out. Gotta find a way. Gotta make it out. Trying every day. Constant struggle, no easy days. So I'ma stay focused till I find a way. Tryna ride life in the fast lane, and I lost a couple overthinking plain. If you're from the streets, I feel your pain. It's too much to bear. Man, I'm going insane. Feel like my life is going down the drain. Money and power is what I want to gain. There's no sunshine. It's always gonna rain. So I picked up the bat and stepped to the plate.
You just heard Forever by Sean Lux. Coming up is Wait a Minute by Snake City. But prior to that, you're going to hear My Favorite Weakness by Erica Johnson.
Have you always wanted to start a business but can't seem to get it off the ground? Need help building a website? Contact The Conglomerate 972-880-8316 or visit theconglomerate.work. TheConglomerate.work. Theconglomerate.work 972-880-8316. Start your new business today.
Articulation Radio, thanks you so much for listening. So head on over right now to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts on today's episode. In the meantime, we're going to keep the show rolling for you. Want to buy stocks, jewels, real estate, or other high-end items? Would you love to be able to contribute to charitable initiatives but cannot do these things with the money you currently have? Join Regal City Investment and Social Club, where you can pool money each month with other investors to make major purchases, give to the needy, and possibly turn a profit. www.regalcity.xyz. Become a Regal citizen today by joining Regal City Investment and Social Club. regalcity.xyz.
I can't go on pretending I don't care. I can't go on pretending I don't care. But I'm trying to do the best I can. Try to do the best I can. Oh, try to do the best I can. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me. You're making me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me. Making me weak. You expect me to keep my composure and my exposure and on my toes, but I'm too vulnerable to disregard the danger of the deepest part of you. Oh, be merciful. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me, making me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me, making me weak. I can't sleep. Oh, so deep, so deep. It's making me weak. It's so sweet, so sweet. I can't think, incomplete. It's making me weak. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. It's so deep, making me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me, making me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me, making me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me, making me weak.
Are you single and seeking a lifestyle club that's centered around you? Go to sittingroom.xyz to register today. Sittingroom.xyz.
I've been thinking about the good times. I've been sleeping through the long nights. I've been shining in the sunlight. I've been thinking how I'm alright. There's a reason for my feelings. There's a reason why I'm healing. Yeah, I feel higher than the ceiling. All because of you. You and I are so sweet, so sweet. Talking till we're asleep, asleep. Every night I fall deep. But love, yeah. Cause you really get me. Make me fall to my knees. Every night I fall deep. But love. Catch up on my reading. I should catch up on my eating. Yeah, but it's hard to keep your thoughts straight with you all up in my face. Try to get you out my mind, but why should I when you're all I really like? Yeah, I feel higher than a mountain, all because of you. You and I are so sweet. Talking till we're asleep. Every night I fall deep. But love, yeah. Cause you really get me. Make me fall to my knees. Every night I fall deep. But love. Wait a minute. Don't you leave before I get to kiss you. Wait a minute, I don't wanna be without you. Yeah, wait a minute. I can let you
Weddings are expensive, but your love is worth it. Go to marryusnow.us to book the Minister of Love to officiate your wedding today. The fee is only $200 if your wedding is in the city of Chicago, and there's only a small fee to get the Minister of Love to travel outside of Chicago to your wedding location. Book the Minister of Love today. Visit marryusnow.us. That's marryusnow.us.
Thank you so much for joining us today for this episode of Articulation Radio. There is no other reason why we do this other than you. We hope that you have enjoyed today's episode, that the information you received has been something you can immediately apply, as well as you have enjoyed this great music from independent artists from around the world. We also encourage you, if you have not already gone over to articulationmedia.club so that you can ensure your music, your ads, as well as your interview is scheduled. Be sure to do that right now. But in the meantime, thank you again for being a listener. But more importantly, be sure that you are a doer. Keep doing whatever it is that you are called to do. Make sure that you let nothing stop you. So in other words, keep making things happen, baby. Articulation. 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 Articulation.